Kitchen Couch Podcast. We're feeding the soul one conversation at a time. The Kitchen Couch Podcast. The Kitchen Couch. The Kitchen Couch. We feeding the soul one conversation at a time.
Yeah, man, I'm a part of a social impact cohort for Harvard. And that experience just hits me differently because I'm so HBCU down and, you know, and so just really understanding how to maybe communicate that to my community and not appear to be like a sellout of some sort. Because there was a lot, like when I got accepted, there was a lot of shame that I felt about it, you know. And when I told my parents, they're like, my parents was like, why are you not so excited? You know, it's the #1 university in the world. And I was just like, because this is exactly what I stand for. You know, it's the opposite of what I stand for, you know. And I'm put in a position where it's just like, how do I extract the information from there and bring it back to my community, but then also be proud of being a part of the institution. So it was a wave of emotions. And so yeah, man.
And how long have you been in the program?
So I've been in the program 45 days. I graduate in May.
Okay.
And so we're in person a few times throughout the cohort. We actually just had a meeting today. And then from there, I mean, it's just been so many doors open with just having that Harvard connection. But the most important thing for me is like bringing that back to the community. So I've been trying to share as much knowledge and information as I can that with people that I come in contact with, whether they're entrepreneurs or they're just community leaders, you know? And not watering down my presence at HBCUs as well, because I'm a 2-time HBCU graduate. I'm very proud of going to TSU, Coppin State, and being in the mud with you know, those institutions.
And what's the name of the program? It's the Harvard.
So it's the Harvard Social Impact Initiative. And so we basically build a coalition amongst all organizations that were selected, and they come from all over: Boston, Atlanta. There's some Detroit in there, and in Houston. And so coming out of that program, it's a fast track MBA program, but geared to small business, nonprofit organization.
I love that. I love it. And so what's your, like, I know you talked about your goal was about bringing what you learned from that program and bringing it back to the community, and you feeling like an outsider. What was the shame from? Like, why do you feel like?
So my current research is in screen-based addiction amongst children and adolescents, right? And currently my research shows that it's our communities that are most impacted by this, by way of parents have to work, so they give their children the iPad or the TV time so that they can get through their working hours, or just the digital divide, right? The parents not knowing how to use these devices, and so the children are locked to them. And so the shame came from being a part of an institution that really built this. They built this system to oppress us. And so, you know, I was torn between feeling like, should I be proud of being a part of this elite institution? Should I accept it? You know, should I be like, no, like, let me work on my own? And so when I sat with it, and it didn't take long, but when I sat with it for a few minutes, it was really about maximizing the opportunity. And so less about selling my soul or being a sellout, but saying, not many people get this opportunity, so go get it and bring it back. You know, and that is the piece that I'm able to like sit with. So I'm currently just posting pictures that's centered in home from Harvard. And it's just a way for me to get my feelings out through, you know, really dope pictures. So I'll be having the grills in and the bandanas, because I want people to see that you don't have to be suit and tie, buttoned up, and I can, right? I can dress up and be formal, but that's not what got me there. So like being your authentic self and standing in what you believe in can open doors for you. It's just, I'm telling you, like being on that campus, I was like,
I get it, which I think is powerful. I think also I think the challenge with some of these programs too, and I think why there's often sometimes pushback is because we've seen in the past where people will go into these spaces, i.e. politics, positions of power, and lose their intentions. And even if they are well-intended, they lose the mission and the goal when they go in there. So I think sometimes the shame does come from that too. Like all my education was from PWI. Like I don't even know what the
HBCU's experience is
like.
Okay. Have you been to homecomings though?
I have.
Okay.
I have, but I still think even with that, it's just a disconnect for me.
Yeah.
But I love it. I think that it creates this community and it creates this beautiful thing amongst Black people that no other academic institution.
And it's performative.
Nope.
It's literally you walk outside and at any given moment the yard is turned up.
Yeah.
And
But that's what I'm saying. Like I think I wouldn't say I missed out on anything, but it is this feeling of that too. But also I grew up in a Black community. I grew up around Black people. I still think there's something about going to a HBCU where you get this very unique, specific experience with Black people that you don't get anywhere else. So I love that. And I appreciate you sharing that, that there was some shame around that and how that can also be limiting too. You get what I mean? Like we live in this world. And if you look at the world now, I mean, what is not oppressing us? Like what is not part of our oppression? And the walls of a lot of these things are coming down. And so you're actually starting to see what's inside the house. Like the walls are coming down across this globe and there's very few spaces where we're not oppressed. It's like, I mean, think about the internet. Your research is on the very thing
that is literally designed to cripple us in so many ways that we can't see. And that's why I'm really big on it for those that have, I really speak to the parents, but even people that have like nephews, nieces, godchildren. This is a critical moment. When we were growing up, we were thinking about DARE and not smoking cigarettes and maybe diabetes, right? Now there's something happening to the younger generation that we can't see that is literally killing them. So when we think about their cognitive development, and how it's being rewired because they're so tied to technology, that's a dangerous place to live in. In addition to that, the physical components, when you have, a 1-year-old who can unlock a screen and everybody's like, oh my God, she's so smart, he's so smart. We're not thinking about what's happening to the eyes. So being in front of that blue light, the retina moving back and forth at a rapid all the time, we're starting to see that now eye issues are starting to become more prominent. And so for me, it's about, I'm straight up. I'm like, would you let your child microdose cocaine? And most parents are like, what? And I'm like, well, that's exactly what's happening. And so I was that parent who had all of the devices. And I recently took all technology from my daughter. She's been without technology for 17. She's traveled all of North America and internationally without a phone. And so when that first happened, everybody was scared. Like my dad was like, don't send her to New York. She's 12, she's 13. She's 13. But when I took it from her, she was 12. And so I got a lot of heat from everybody. She's the only grandchild. And so they're like, but when she gets to LaGuardia, how is she going to know? And I'm like, I gave her very specific instructions. When you get off the plane, you talk to TSA, the Southwest flight attendant, etc. Here are the phone numbers. You can call us. And if grandpa isn't here, you sit at the gate until someone comes, right? And so for me as a parent, the first 6 months, it was like a withdrawal. The attitude from her, I mean, it's an addiction. And so for me as a parent, that anxiousness of not being able to track her through Find My iPhone or being able to see like where she is, I just had to pray on it. I know it's cliche, but I really did like remove the anxiousness away from me because something greater is going to come out of that. And she's doing it. She calls me from school. She calls from her principal phone or the office phone. And we've been able to survive this thing. So I'm hoping to continue to like replicate that model, share it with all the parents.
So I think that's powerful. I think our biggest emotion that holds us back and keeps us from making decisions that we know in our gut, and even in the research will tell us that we should be doing something different. Fear comes up. Like we live in this world now where we feel like we have to have access to everything in every moment, and we don't allow ourselves to actually disconnect from this stuff and actually navigate the world without being distracted. Like we had to figure it out when we were younger. Like I remember having a map, like pulling out this big old, I pulled out a big map to get places. I remember people's phone number by heart. Still remember my mom's phone number, my granddad's phone number, my grandma's phone number. I still remember my first pager number.
Wow.
You get what I mean? Like I still remember all these things as we navigated just not having this stuff. And I think now we feel like we have it.
We are now dependent on it.
Yep.
And that goes back to your earlier point about being oppressed. It is designed for us to be dependent on these systems, and we do not need it. We don't. It's affecting our critical thinking skills. It is affecting the way, I mean, I was just telling somebody the other day, we were sitting together and they got an email. He literally typed the email out and then was like, let me throw it in chat.
Yep.
And I'm like, bro, I am not against it, right? There are healthy relationships with technology that can take us to the next level. But when we limit ourselves in our own thinking, it is a dangerous place to be. Because the person that created the internet didn't have the technology.
Absolutely.
So just imagine how big your mind really is designed to be, and we're limiting it to prompts. It's scary, brother. It's scary, man.
I know. And I think we don't understand how, as empowering that is, it's also taking away our power. It's taking away our power to be able to like critically think. Like when the computers exist because human brain exists. Like the computer is fed by our knowledge in our brain. Like we have to feed it, because if we don't feed it, it doesn't really know where to go, what to do, or how to figure stuff out. There's smart learning that comes with computers and all this stuff, but at some point we have to, like ChatGPT and all these AI models, we're feeding those models. Like that's all we're doing. That's to me, I think it's smart when it comes to certain things that we have. It's smart with data. It's smart with a lot of things, but also like how do we make adjustments in society where we're not so dependent on technology, where if technology goes away, what does that do to humanity? Like, what does that do to us? Even when you were talking earlier about your retina and your eyesight and staring at these screens and stuff, even 5G, I don't know if you've seen the data on 5G. Like the 5G network is so dangerous.
Wow.
Like the 5G network, like a lot of research that I've seen on the 5G network that they put a lot of the technology on the phones on, it's causing issues with eyesight. Like that's one of the main things that is causing issues with. So even staring at these screens a long time, but also the 5G technology, it's not good for a long period.
That's why we don't hear about it as much. Because remember, we used to hear everybody was racing to the 5G and this. You're right.
If you go look it up when we finish this conversation, if you look up 5G, and anybody that's watching this, you look up 5G and you go look at some of the harm that has been caused by 5G, there's a lot of countries that don't allow 5G. So even when you travel internationally, you're not.
It drops it down.
Yeah, it drops down because, again, they don't care about us here.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
They don't care about us here. So real quick, we're going to pick back up on this conversation, but I just want to kind of talk about what we're doing. Unique's favorite dish, favorite food is pizza. And so we're going to do a vegan pizza. Crust is this cauliflower crust. You can get this pretty much anywhere. It's only 150 calories if you eat the whole thing. There's 2 in each one. I love cauliflower thin crust. And so if you like watching your diet, we're good. This is my pulled pork. I love this. You can find this at Whole Foods, HEB. You can find it anywhere. But it's my pulled pork is the name of this.
Like it's gluten-free. That's a good one.
It's gluten-free. And it's also soy-free, dairy-free, animal-free. This is all mushrooms. Like this is just a mushroom base. It's also seasoned. Like if you don't want to season it, you don't have to, but I want to season it. And then this is just, if you guys have been watching the show, I have Beyond Meat. This is just another option for the toppings of this. And then we're going to do mushrooms. We've got peppers, we've got onion, we've got garlic, and then some of this. And then these are just different sauces that you can use to go in there. These are all plant-based sauces that you have. You can also make them, but when it comes to stuff like pizza and stuff, like I'm not wasting my time making them.
So do you like pizza or pizza? Because the pizza can't get the homemade.
I love pizza. But for the sake of time, I'm being lazy today.
Yeah.
On this, but do you cook?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, so what's your relationship with food? Like if you
My relationship with food. So I was a vegan for 22 years.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yes. Okay. When our mutual friend met me, I was a vegan. And so
shout out to B.
Yes. My neighbor, my first friend in Houston.
Mine too. You know that? Yes.
She was my first friend in Houston.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. Love her. When I met her, I was a vegan. I grew up in the South, and my great grandmother at the time was 97. She went out, got a chicken, did the chicken thing. And my mother was old school. So she was like, you're going to sit at this table until, the food is gone. And I sat at the table 2:00 in the morning. My little sister came through, gave her the chicken. I got up. That was the last time that I had.
How old were you?
13.
So you decided at 13, why? Like, what was...
It was grotesque. I mean, have you ever seen a chicken so it went from being alive to the neck being ringed and the feathers coming off. I mean, it was a very traumatic experience for me. So I had been eating plant-based before all of the different plant-based meats came out. My mom would cook and make spaghetti just with the sauce and not the meat. And so I did that for a while. And then I got to Texas. In my second year here, I had brisket for the first time. And I said, my God, what else is out here? And then I made a list of all the to-dos. So I had never had Chick-fil-A or Popeyes or any of
So what part of Texas were you in?
Houston. I live at the Galleria, so.
No, I'm saying were you raised in Houston?
No, I was actually in a place called Doswell, Virginia, where my grandmother did the chicken killing.
But you were raised in Houston?
Nope, I moved to Houston 5 years ago.
From where?
From Baltimore.
And that's home?
No. So I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
I lived there for a few years. I moved to Augusta, Georgia for some time.
Okay.
I went to high school in Richmond, Virginia. And then my mom settled in Doswell.
Okay.
And then I did my undergrad in Baltimore and then moved to Houston to complete my graduate studies. So I got my master's here and now I'm in my doctoral program. So
I love it. Were you military?
No.
Why did you
Now, so my grandparents were.
Okay.
So I think my mother just had
that moving around, not
afraid to move, which is good for me because I'm not. I moved here with just me and my child. And, I wasn't afraid. Now, it was tough because, my entire village is 3,000 miles away.
Yep.
So when it comes to food, the first few years, it's been on the go. Just getting whatever I can get.
Get it.
Most recently, I started this meal prep trend from Whole Foods where you go get the family pack.
Yep.
And then you kind of portion it out, a few days. I do that with my daughter. But for me, I'm big on fasting, so I don't eat as much. I made myself not eat today because I knew I wanted to try this pizza. And if I had eaten, I would be not as hungry. So, but it's this part that I don't look forward to it. The cooking part.
A lot of people just don't enjoy it. For me, it's like a creative outlet.
Okay.
It's very it's just in my head, it's just something creative for me. And then also, for the most part, I know what's going in my food.
Okay.
I know what I'm eating.
It's cleaner for you.
In my mind, yeah. You know what I mean? Because I also feel like our food today, it's very hard to trust our food in this country.
It is.
It's even vegetables and all those things.
Yep. How they're grown, the process in which they're grown, and then what they put on it to make it shelf stable.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you with that.
I just think about how I try not to think about it, but I do think about our food in this country. Most countries, like, they won't even take a lot of the ingredients that we have in our food.
Oh, no,
like,
for sure. Yep.
Not even the same ingredients in their food.
And ketchup is the one I tell my daughter all the time. I'm like, the bottle of ketchup that you enjoy has 26 ingredients in it. And there's no way, you know, and you go to these other countries and it's 3, right? So we do our best with trying to get like as close to natural as possible. But I always say like 2 things that I got to have on my list: a housekeeper, someone that helps keep my house in order because I'm always on the go. And now I need to add the chef, because that's an element that is important, because what you eat is what you consume is who you become. Right now, I'm on the go. So my food is on the go.
How was your vegan journey, like not cooking? Like, did you just eat out?
No. So I was partnered for 22 years.
Okay.
And so shout out to my baby mama.
Yeah.
But so we were together, high school sweethearts, and we were married for about 8 years, and she was a chef. She went to culinary school, safe serve, like, so she cooked for me literally when I say every day of my life.
Wow.
Even when we were kids, she would come over, be in the kitchen and just creating. To your point, she is a creative, so she would be creating things. And so I didn't really have to worry about that as an adult. And now I'm finding myself saying, what's the easiest way? So I do jump on TikTok every now and again to try to find like quick meals. What I've learned from TikTok is that they really don't show you step by step.
No.
There's a lot of missing pieces. So I have wasted a lot of food, unfortunately. But now it's like, I'll do things like get up and have fruit. Central Market is my new jam. I go and get their cold pressed juices because I watch them do it. And I'll have that. And that's pretty much self-sustaining. And then when I come home, it's really like cereal, pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can do cold press on your own. You know that, right?
Man, let me tell you, don't get me started on this. I just had this debate because I went to Nectar, which is one of my favorite places. And I said, okay, if I'm spending $15 a day, I'm averaging at least $3,500 a year. The cold press machine that they have is $3,200.
The machine?
The machine, the big machine where they literally only clean it at night.
Oh my.
Because that's what I need. Okay. Because I have gone through at least 15 juicers. At least. I have gone the low end, like the travel quick on the go, $19.99 Amazon special. And I have gone $1,500. They swear that this is the easy clean, and it's not. The turmeric is on it. It doesn't come off. It's stained. My nails are stained, and it's just a headache.
Have you tried the bullet?
Yes.
So you've done the bullet.
Bullet, the Ninja, the one that starts with a K that comes up on your Instagram feed. Yep, that one. All of them.
So you got them all.
And it's not that they don't work well. It's that when they get me with this was an easy cleanup and all of that, they all lie. The cleanup is not easy. And I like orange juice. So carrots, turmeric, and that thing stains. The beets stain.
Yeah.
And once it's stained, it goes to the trash.
True. Okay.
You have a juice? Because I was about to say, what you got?
Yeah, so I juice I usually do like juicing most of my meals. Like I'll probably eat, some days I'll eat like one like actual meal.
Okay.
But mornings I usually juice in the morning. I usually don't eat lunch. Like I don't usually don't have time. And then at night sometimes I'll just juice. I'll have them just sitting there. I have my I just use this. This is like my Ninja.
You blend it and use a cheesecloth.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's all.
With gloves. You have the time on your hands.
I make it. You know what I mean? Like I just make the time to do it.
Okay.
I know you're busy now. You in school?
I'm in school. I'm a parent.
Yes. I don't have all that.
Also very active.
Yeah.
She's in band and she's teaching herself Japanese. We're in swim. We're at the Museum of Fine Arts. Like,
I get it. Like I'm fortunate. Like I just don't have that piece that I have to tend to.
Yeah.
So I can take the time to do that, but you can't cook. You got time. We'll see. All right, so we got different cheeses at
Love chow.
Chow. I've got this one. This one's pretty good. All of them
Okay.
are pretty good. Chow. This is Daya, and then this is Good Plant. This one's pretty good. It's olive oil, so it melts easier.
Really good?
Yeah, it melts easier. Daya melts sometimes, but sometimes Daya gets kind of hard.
Yes.
When you're trying to melt
The
it.
chow slices.
Yep.
Man.
This is actually chow cheese, like so the sliced cheese.
Okay.
I put this on this melts really good. Like if you put this on if you want like a cheesy pizza, you put this on the base. I don't have it labeled. Y'all can think I made this. I'm kidding. And then these are just different. This is pesto. This is chili pepper, and then I have a regular marinara if you want that.
Okay.
Which one?
I wanna go fancy.
You want to go fancy? Okay, and these are just like sauces that you can drizzle over once you're done, like with your pizza. And then these are just different sides that if you want toppings.
What type of spice do you have? I see you don't like spice.
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I'm a spice girly.
Okay, so I've got cayenne, I've got sriracha pepper.
Okay.
Got a
Srirachas are good, like the pepper.
There's paprika, which is good. What else? What other spices do I have? And then the chili flakes.
Yeah.
For you. And then so I don't know how you want to make it. You can make your pizza any way you want to make it. Like, I usually do my sauce.
Okay. Yep. Very traditional.
And then I'll put my cheese on there.